Okay, I'm good to go.
Oh, you can see my dog. Hi, Nook.
I can't see your dog.
But the people at home can see my dog. Hi, Nook.
Fantastic. Okay, so let's do the normal intro then. Yeah, right.
All right. Oh, my boy.
Hi, I'm Metal Scott,
And
and
oh, there he
that's
goes.
Nanook.
There he goes. He's gone. He's under my table now.
Oh, bye Nanook the dog. Cody, what do you have for us today?
I got Balaguer Hyperion semi-custom model.
What is a semi-custom?
Semi-custom is basically you get to pick from their body shapes. I picked the Hyperion instead of like the Gaia or I think it's called Astra. They have like 10 or like a dozen different shapes, but they're all really cool.
So how do you feel about the Hyperion? What do you have to say about it? What did you choose as your specs? Because it seems like there's 12 different kinds of pickups you can put in. And there's lots of other things.
Well, to preface it, I got it as a part of the Merry Axmas event, where they were selling a bunch of like half-made kind of guitars. So the body itself is made of spruce, which is super weird. Standard maple neck, ebony fretboard.
Yeah, spruce is a traditional material for acoustic instruments because it's a good tone wood, but it's not normally associated with electric instruments,
Because it's also a very soft wood. What the fuck?
which can be problematic if you are like Cody and bang things around sometimes.
Happens. Yeah, I got it in this cool ass metallic green finish. All black hardware. I changed out the pickups for bare knuckle aftermaths because they usually just come with the standard Balaguer ones, and I wasn't too much of a fan of those, so I swapped them out. They come standard with locking tuners as well, which is pretty neat. Tusq nut, which is also pretty neat.
Which brand locking tuner? Is that a Balaguer brand or?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're no name.
Okay, continue.
Yeah, that was it basically.
I know you had some massive issues when changing out the pickups.
Yeah, because they do. Well, I guess this would be the case in like most Jazzmaster style guitars as well, because all of the wires go through this pickup selector, and then go all the way through here. So the pickups are actually hooked up here, and then go back into the cavity in the back, which is here. And it was just kind of weird figuring that out the first time. But I reckon I got a good handle on it now.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
How many frets are we talking? And what's the bridge?
22 frets, that is 22 for you Americans. And it's just a regular Tunematic style bridge. I don't know if there's anything special about it, but it's just the regular Tunematic one you can grab from Balaguer. You can get like a hip shot style bridge, trim, Tunematic, stuff like that.
Okay. And are there specific electronic features in your Hyperion?
It used to have a push. It used to have a push pull, but I got frustrated hooking up the pickups the first time, so I just have just the volume, and the tone is bypassed. So the tone push pull is now just here for looks.
You sure do, Cody. You sure do.
It's just here for looks now.
Oh God. Okay, we have both played this guitar. I borrowed it from him to try out and then gave it back, just like we've done in our recent, isolated reviews.
Yeah.
And
As you do.
I'm sure we each have some things to say. I think the neck is kind of sticky, particularly hard to move fast down, in my opinion. Did you have a similar feel on the neck?
Not so much anymore now that I've played it quite a bit. It's not nearly as sticky as it was when I got it, but that could just be like the paint drying or getting the residue off of the back from just playing it after a while. Because that happens
makes
too.
sense.
Yeah.
Wear over time, and also, yeah, it does take a very long time for an instrument to actually dry.
Dry.
Yeah, and they shipped it out to you very shortly after they finished it.
Yeah, like when I got it, it still very much smelled of paint, which not a bad thing. I would have preferred to get it.
How long did it take you
earlier.
to get the guitar after you ordered it?
I think I got it in April or May, and I ordered it at the end of December. So plus or minus 5 or 6 months.
For a custom
5, 6
shop,
months.
that's not too bad.
Nah.
for a made-to-order custom shop. That's kind of what I would expect from someone. And the Balaguer you said is like 3
Ow.
employees, right?
Yeah. The semi-custom is run by 3 people over in South Korea. 3 builders over in South Korea. Their select series, I think, is 12 people. Because they put more of those out versus the semi-custom ones. Because they're more affordable.
That is just so few people to run a custom shop.
Yeah,
Especially
but
one that like actually does have sales, you know.
yeah, but at the same
Sure,
time,
Metal Customs is run by me, but you know, I
you don't
also
have
don't
any
sell
orders.
any.
Yeah.
Yeah. As a
At the same
I've
time,
made
it is also good because you keep the quality control like super tight because it's only 3
right.
dudes.
Yeah, I feel like between the 3 of them, they the less people you have, the less possible points of failure.
Right.
I feel like the shape of the Hyperion was actually really nice in how it sat on the body. It was like perfectly balanced as all things should be. Um, and it just really worked with you when you were trying to like play it. It felt comfortable, except for in one position. And you had said you had the same problem with it, so I know you agree with me.
Which position?
If you're leaning over the guitar, like if you're in the opposite of what a good guitar position is,
Yeah. It
uh,
digs into yeah.
it digs so hard straight into like the center of your chest, and it's just like, oh,
It sure do.
it's like, oh god, I was like, how could do with like slight more belly cut, I think.
Yeah, I thought it was just because I was fat. Nope, not the
Yeah,
case.
I mean, like, I'm not chubby anymore, and I definitely feel like it just dug the hell into my chest when I was trying to bend over. I was like, ow, okay,
Yeah,
good to know. Don't do that.
that's also not necessarily an indictment on Balaguer themselves, just the
The
just the
sort of
shape.
like RD kind of shape,
Yeah,
yeah.
it just how it be.
But I do think that with a little bit more of a belly cut, it might have helped solve the issue.
Yeah, possibly.
What do you think of the excess on the neck and sort of thickness of the neck, just feel of playing the actual guitar?
The Excess is actually surprisingly good considering the shape. Uh, Gibson ones are a little worse for wear when it comes to upper neck access, as per our Epiphone Limelia RD video, where this isn't quite as deep in there. Like it's just a lot easier comparatively. The neck thickness isn't too bad. This is the Comfy C, so it's not like a super baseball batty type deal, but it's not like a wizard type neck. I feel like everyone's saying that like it's not a baseball bat, but it's also not a wizard neck. But it's like just thick enough.
It is kind of starting to become a like a go-to phrase for people making guitars.
Yeah.
I think it's easier to stop relating it to the extremes and maybe try to find a middle ground of 2 guitars that people understand.
Yeah.
So
I'd put
like
this in like probably the PRS camp.
yeah, I think that makes sense. I think it was thicker than like a Fender American,
Yeah.
but less thick than a standard Gibson USA.
I don't know, because it feels just a wee bit thicker than the Gibson Les Paul 70, or not 70s, 60s. Because that one had a fairly thin neck for a Gibson. And this one's just a bit thicker than that.
Okay.
And it's a bit more comfortable.
All right. That's
For
good.
me.
That's usable knowledge. That's significantly better than, well, it's thinner than a wizard. Oh, yeah. I also find pieces of paper to be thicker than wizard neck.
Yeah, that's true.
I do actually like the feel of the ultra thin wizard neck. It's just like it was designed with a purpose of shredding and playing fast, and it does that job.
Yeah.
It's much less comfortable for chords, but you know,
It's not really built for that.
yeah, some guitars just aren't made for cowboy chords.
But that's how it be.
Okay, so is there anything else to talk about this guitar before you plug it in and play on the pickups that in no way came with the comfort with the guitar?
Not really, I guess.
What are the frets? Standard nickel steel?
Stainless steel.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah. All Balaguer guitars come stainless steel frets, which is nice.
That's what I like to hear. I personally felt like the guitar it was pretty fun to play.
Yeah.
Like I definitely had an enjoyable experience playing it. It was just like one of those guitars I can sit down, unplugged, noodle on, and have a good time.
I agree.
And plugged in, it was also fun to play, but I agree with you that the pickups that came with it were not very nice.
They were a little scratchy and shrill for my taste. If that's your thing, fucking, by all means, I don't really care. Play whatever guitar you want. It's not for me to say.
I personally wanted to do the video of review when the old pickups were on, but you couldn't stand them, so you changed them almost immediately.
Yeah, I really did.
And now we've had the guitar for months because we forgot to do this review.
Happens.
Is what it is, yeah.
Yeah.
So go ahead and start with the neck. Okay, and again, which guitar, which pickup was this? The bare knuckle Aftermath?
Yeah, it's an Aftermath pair. Alright, I am back.
Hello, back. I'm Dad. Sick dad jokes here, baby.
Nothing but.
Oh, baby. I miss Mr. Dad Hat. He used to be a thing.
Yeah, he used to be cool.
Then Mr. No Dad Hat came in, ruined everything.
Yeah, that guy's a jerk. What is the final consensus?
Final consensus of Balaguer in general? How much did you spend on the guitar?
A little over $1,000.
You on sale too, right? You said like a significant sale?
Oh yeah. Because I expected out this thing would normally go for about 15-ish hundred.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing online right now. 1449 or 1459 for a standard spec'd out Hyperion.
Yeah, it's about right.
This one's unpainted.
It's about right.
What do you think in terms of value?
In terms of value for a custom guitar, I still think it's really nice. I'd probably pick another one up, but I'd probably go with something like the Archetype. Or what else do we got? I really like the Gaia or the Espada. I'd probably go with one of those three.
I'm surprised you like the Gaia. It doesn't seem like your standard shape.
Well, it's basically like a Hyperion, but you flipped it upside down.
Yeah, that's about right. Which pickups did you go with that you didn't like?
Fuck. Let me see here. I went with an Evergreen in the neck and then a Feral in the bridge.
Cool. I want to make sure that everyone knows which thing to like attack us for in the comments. So like, yeah, we don't like this pickup and this pickup. So, feel free to, absolutely destroy us like you usually do. Yeah. Wow, these guys don't know what they're talking about. I have more music in my pinky finger than they have in their entire body.
I mean, it's probably true, but...
I mean, I've only been playing music since I was like 6, so
yeah, well,
makes sense.
I have this guitar and you don't, and you're the one watching the review, so checkmate.
Oh, wow, sick. Is it worth it? What do you think? Would you do it again?
Was worth it. It cool. I like shape. It's actually a really good rhythm guitar. I'm gonna use it for a lot of tracks on rhythm.
100% agree. It kills the rhythm game.
And yeah, I do it again.
Yeah, I would
I forget
I
questions sometimes.
yeah, personally, I think it's a fun shape. It sits really, really comfortably on you, and it's fun to play. So, yeah, it's probably anytime you get a guitar less than $1,500 that's just fun to sit and noodle on, I would say it's a win.
Absolute win.
So, thanks for watching. I've been Metal Scott. He's been the father of the dog named Nanook. That's right. Yeah,
He's a
that's
cute
right.
boy. Yeah.
Okay. Have a good day.
All right. See ya.